Mercedes stance. Did you know about that?
Quite girthy.
3 reasons why you should be looking at a Mercedes-Benz CLA.
Right guys, welcome back to another episode, and behind me I've got a bright blue Mercedes CLA to show you, and it's the new one. It's got some new changes, and we've got Ollie. So what we're going to do today, Ollie, let me come over to you.
Come over to me because this is a Generation 2 CLA, just like what Adam said, 2024. Now in today's episode, I'm going to show you some of its cool features, take it on a brutally honest test drive, and let you know all about the car. And I've also got 3 reasons why the CLA is a better buy over the A-Class. Let's go.
The Mercedes-Benz CLA was introduced in 2013 as part of the brand's effort to offer a stylish, compact sedan that combined luxury with affordability, designed to attract younger buyers.
Now, some of you that are looking into a Mercedes-Benz CLA, you're going to be thinking about what this car is like to drive. Now, at the moment, I'm on some A roads. It's nice and quiet. I've got it in comfort mode. The aircon is on, and it is the ultimate cruiser. It's pretty nice. The suspension is really smooth. Comfort suspension that you get it with. I think you get adaptive if you go for the 250e plug-in hybrid Mercedes-Benz CLA. I believe the diesel, the 220D, the 2-litre diesel comes in an 8-speed, and I did read that is a little bit smoother than the 7-speed, but I'll give you my honest opinions after I've driven this 7-speed a little bit longer.
I was also going to say that this car is a press car from Mercedes in Milton Keynes, and it's our first one, so we're going to give you some honest feedback today, and fingers crossed we get another one.
Okay, we need to talk about MPG. It's a small 1.3 litre petrol 4-cylinder. It's also got 48 volt mild hybrid technology with these cars, with the 180 and the 200. And Mercedes-Benz say you're looking at 43 MPG to 46, depending on how you drive it. I'm going to give you a little bit of a reference here. So this car has done 4,247 miles from new, and the total from start, I don't know who's driven it, how it's been driven, says 27.2 miles to the gallon. That's really low, isn't it? I've reset it when I started from today's shooting, and we're on 28.5. So to get those 40 plus MPG numbers seems a bit unrealistic at the moment from the data that we've got. But what I want to know is, if you're someone that owns a CLA, one of the new ones, the 1.3 litre 4-cylinder petrol engines, and you've had it a while, let us know in the comments, what realistic MPG are you getting? And also, is that enough? Because obviously if you went for the 220 2-litre diesel, you would be looking at much better MPG and fuel economy.
Okay, let's walk around this car and show you what it's like from the outside, because it is a really nice looking car and it's in a lovely blue. What do you think?
It is. It's spectral blue. So this blue was only introduced in the Generation 2, and it's a £625 option. Let's look at the front, because these are where the change is. We've got the huge change here with the grille. You've got, these are called power domes on the bonnet, but look, they're little baby Mercedes signs. Look how cute they are, little babies.
Let me zoom in and show you these little Mercedes signs.
And obviously we've got 19 inches. So guys, I need to tell you that this is the top spec, the AMG Line Premium Plus. This is my favourite bit of the car. The hiney, the rump, the rear. The new lights are so good. But I just love how smooth everything is here with this new diffuser, new rear bumper. It's
very smooth. I mean, the back of the car looks very nice. I feel like all the lines of the car just meet at the back, and it just feels really nice.
I got to admit, I love the headlights. When I see this at night time, I've seen a couple of ones in black, and they just, at night time, the lights just pop because it's just so,
it does look
so
good.
Smooth.
Let me show you under here quick. You've got the exhaust. Are they fake? Stick your fist in there, Ollie.
I need one of those stick of truths, don't I?
What's your name?
Oh mate, yeah, it's fake.
It's, yeah, fully fake.
Fully fake, fully fake.
Where's the exhaust?
So, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
You got to remember, this is only a little 1.3 litre 4-cylinder petrol engine.
It's hiding, so they're fooling you there. But I mean, the rear still looks nice. So, well, should we forgive him?
Yeah.
You'll have to let us know what you think of the outside of the car in the comments down below, because we think it's pretty good. I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. Right, let me show you this, because this, hang on, because this is why you get a fake Gucci bag.
Also, you're well off your brands. That is Louis Vuitton, not Gucci. Tell him, people, tell him.
Who cares?
I want to give you 3 reasons why you should be looking at a Mercedes-Benz CLA over an A-Class. Now, both made on the same platform. First reason is, it's subjective, but this looks better. And a lot of people have A-Classes, and for a little bit more money, you can have this coupe-styled CLA, look cool going up to your parties, or wherever you're parking up when everyone's got A-Classes. Okay, another reason why the CLA is a better buy than the A-Class is because you've got more boot space. 460 litres of boot space. Yeah, it's a little bit of an awkward opening, but it does go quite far back. And you know what? That's over 100 litres more than an A-Class. Okay, my third reason is the CLA has a lower roofline, got a lower centre of gravity. It's actually got stiffer front anti-roll buds as well, a wider chassis, a wider track, which means you could argue it's a lot better handling. It's a lot better handling, giving you more fun and more spirited drives, knowing that this car is literally, you can place it exactly where you want. Oh. Interior chats, look at the size of these vents.
They are quite girthy, aren't they?
And look, ambient lighting around each one. You can even see that, which obviously you can change.
Overall of the interior, you've got these 2 screens. They are separate screens. It's not one big one. And the gap in the steering wheel is quite big. Yeah, this new steering wheel is really nice compared to the other generation. Nice and big, open. They've changed the buttons. This is a bit of a talking point, quite controversial, because it's quite obviously a cost-effective cutting technique. They've got molded plastic buttons that are touch sensitive. You do get used to them, I'll give you that. But before, you actually had buttons. Same down here, center console. The old trackpad is completely gone. It's just a weird kind of... What would you put in that, Adam? Don't know, some rubbish.
You can't deny this. The upgraded MBUX software and display just looks exquisite. Now, one thing, this you can customize the middle bit. On the old Gen 1, you could actually customize the dials as well. That's actually gone. But if I do this, so easy. One touch of a button and I can customize so many different things.
Everything looks premium, everything looks class. Let me just...
Oh, you touched my leg.
Don't mean to touch your leg there, but you know, there's no wobble there. It feels like it's well made. It feels like it's well made.
That's a good little wireless phone charger there. Slightly got a gradient on it as well, which is good.
It does look good. I mean, it does feel like a fairly small car in here. It feels... There's not loads of room, is there?
It does feel premium though, and although this is the AMG line Premium Plus, there's 5 trim levels, I'll talk to you about that later. It does feel premium in here. You can't come in and go, oh, these materials don't feel good. You've got Alcantara just littered about. You've got this contrasting stitching, leather, everything's like soft touch. The ambient line, you've got metallic elements as well. There's everything that you would need. Even they've got this, you know, this black gloss, which some people don't like either. But separate climate controls for the win. Really easy to use, really easy, good quality. I actually moved about a bit then. You see that, Adam? You know what I mean?
You're like good quality, and then the whole thing moved. Not ideal.
But I'm quite strong, and so is Adam. We've got heavy hands. If you're dainty and touching it gentle, it's not too bad. But I do love how simple and quick that is for your temperature controls.
Any negatives then?
I guess the negatives would be the buttons on the steering wheel. Again, it's like anything, you get used to it, but the negatives would be, it was quite nice on the Gen 1 to have a rocker switch and the trackpad for those that did use it, and the buttons here. And I did like how you could customize bits in the dials where you actually can't now. It's kind of just, you know, the bit in the middle. And this Eco Ball, what is that? Basically, when I'm driving that Eco Ball, the further away it is, the better. When I'm driving a bit fast, it comes a little bit closer to this line.
Yeah.
But it's a weird measurement. But, you know, they're not massive negatives. But for those that know about the Gen 1, I think when you jump in this, you'd know about it. But, I mean, there's so many other positives to this CLA. Okay, we need to talk about the camera, because I have noticed that some people in the Gen 1 said the camera is better in the Gen 1 than this in terms of it being distorted. Not so much that it isn't clearer, but it is kind of clear and crisp. However, it doesn't feel the area that it could do. It still feels pretty small there. And the 10.25 goes from here to here if you can't see it on the camera. It would be nice to feel that. And then these are some of the options. This is pretty cool. So you can move it with your finger around, but this is the auto. So it zooms out a bit, as you can see, and then camera's auto mode inactive. So as soon as you start moving it, it starts to turn it off. But I'll just flick through them so you can see. There's that, and then that's when you can spin it round. And then the back, pretty clear, pretty crisp. Let's talk about the trim levels. 5 trim levels with the Mercedes CLA. You've got Sport Edition, Sport Executive, AMG Line something, AMG Line Premium, and then AMG Line Premium Plus. Really, really long-winded trim levels. This is the AMG Line Premium Plus, around 45k, so it is a pretty expensive car, and it's the only one that comes with the panoramic sunroof, and obviously you get the seats, a lot nicer materials. Now, if you go for the bog standard Sport Edition, you can get a Mercedes CLA at 32,500. Now, that is pretty affordable, isn't it? When you think about the other competition, and we'll talk about competition a little bit later as well. But basically, I think if you were able to get the Sport Edition, you got the bigger, smaller wheels as well, so it'd be comfortable. These are rocking on 19 inches. And I think the Sport Edition comes with 17 inches. So a little bit more comfier, and you know what, 32,500, you might get a good lease deal on that as well. But what do you guys think? I think go for the entry. Okay, we need to talk about what this car is like to handle. So I'm going to put it into sport mode, give it a bit, it takes a bit of a while to get going there, but I tell you what, handling is very decent, very positive. The noise sounds great, hardly any body roll, really flat in the corners, and you know what, the DCT 7-speed just acts a little bit better when you put it in sport mode. It just seems a bit quicker, sharper, and holds onto those gears a little bit longer. The steering is, tell you what, this is good. This is good. Agile, stick into the road. Look at that, very good. A little bit on the brakes. Brakes are good. And the suspension is a lot better than I thought. It is slightly on the firm side, but brilliant for staying flat in these corners. Back on the power. Not as meaty and loud as I would like, but you know, it's got a 1.3 litre engine in it. If you want that, you're gonna have to go for the AMG ones. But overall, I can't fault this car. It literally just goes exactly where I put it, follows the road, handles really well. Right, let's throw it around this corner. This is a long sweeping left, and power down. Yes, come on. It's pretty fun to drive, and it just sticks. Steering and handling is absolutely great. I just feel like I'd want a little bit more go. So 8.4 seconds, 0 to 62. It handles extremely well. I've got great visibility with these power domes, these creases that just jut out the front. Gives me a really aggressive visual out the front, looking out the bonnet. And that looks good. I mean, obviously I'm gonna have to pay for it, but I just want a little bit more grunt. But everything else, suspension, you get these gentle thuds. When you do hit a pothole, you think, oh, am I going to feel that? And it's just a gentle thud. Considering, you know, it's slightly on the firm side, but overall, really, really comfortable.
Let's talk about some competition over the CLA. You could have the BMW 2 Series Coupe, starts at around £36,655, an Audi A3 Saloon, £28,435, an A5 Sportback, it's around 42k, a Peugeot 508, 34k, or a VW Arteon at 40k. What do you guys think? What would you have over the CLA?
Some of you might be wondering what the back comfort levels are like in the rear seats. Now I've got Adam with me, he's always with me. Adam, talk to me what it's like back there.
Okay, so I want to give you my honest opinion of the back of the CLA. I mean, let's be honest, you're not buying this car if you are transporting passengers regularly, because there's like no room in here. Literally, I'm not even, you know, a tall person, and my knee room is very cramped in here. I feel like I'm sort of being hunched over. The seating position is like very upright. Although, one good thing is the materials in this car are really nice. So you've got some sort of Alcantara on the door here, that's really nice. The materials are good. but the window very small up here. Cup holder wise, I've got a drink in here. You've got 2 cup holders here, but again, it is very close to you. You've got 1 USB port down there. That is what it is, really. You're not buying this if you've got kids or transporting passengers. So that has been our episode on the Mercedes CLA, brand new car. What do we think? I think it's a lovely car. It's a really good option. I say the design's really nice. It drives really well. What do you think?
I think it's good. I think it's a good option. Like we spoke about the pricing, we spoke about the trim levels, how it handles on the road, all the features. I've given you 3 reasons why, very valid reasons why the CLA is a better buy over the A-Class. Let me know what you guys think of the CLA down in the comments. As always, throw us a like, get subbed, and we'll see you on the next one.
If you've made it this far, thank you ever so much for watching. I've just popped up 2 more videos on your screen that you also may like. If you do watch one, let me know what you think.